maintenance this weekend, and
Good evening,
maintenance will
everyone.
be of 2 days. And after 2 days maintenance, we will go live with multiple transactions on the app. So you will be able to choose or do auto trade or click 2 times in 24 hours and test the 2 trades on Polygon. And once this test is done, we will move the functionality live to the DApp, to the smart contract. So first we will test with the whole community for a couple of hours, and in these hours, so it will be a 12-hour cycle. First transaction you will do, and the next transaction you will do after 12 hours. So this way we will understand the functionality so far that we have created. And once we get positive results, of course everyone will see on the smart contract. Then we will make it, uh, the contract will be optimized. There are services which are associated with the AI. Those services will be uh, complied with a 12-hour cycle of you running trades. Um, so let me also explain so that you guys are aware what goes around when you click on auto trade and the transaction is executed automatically. So there are
Oh
various
God, do we have to listen to
sockets,
them sniff
there are
today?
various APIs,
Good morning,
there are
everyone.
various services which are inside the backend, which helps you to perform or execute a successful trade. When you click, there are first, to fetch the opportunities. AI works with various algorithms which are supported by few APIs that bring data from different sources, from pools, from dexes, from transactions, from uh, blockchain, from Polygon. So, and then the execution of transaction is done by the backend. So there are services which are associated with the backend, and these services also, there are service providers. Some services we develop, some APIs we developed, but some services are dependent with the third party providers. So we have informed those uh, providers for bigger, for this test, and we have complied everything in the test environment. And once that app goes into maintenance, it we will announce it this weekend. And after the announcement, it will go live with the multiple transaction functionality. So this is a good news for the community that we are finally moving towards or taking a very big step towards running multiple trades, uh, with the limitations which were there in the blockchain network. And this is actually very complicated process. This seems very simple from outside in terms of explanation. I'm very simply explaining, but this 12-hour cycle, or you can say distribution, that we have built in the smart contract is very complicated.
Let's see what happens here. Might have to refresh this, guys. Sorry about that. We'll be back. A complicated process, my ass. Ah, dear. And there's no AI, everyone. Here we go, and we're back. Hopefully you'll hear it. Oh, and Defoe's here. All the regulars are here by the look of it. Okay, let's get this back, show back on the road. Sorry about that, guys.
The backend is used to run the transaction. This is how normal transaction it runs on Boomerang. So this division of 24-hour into 12 hours was very complicated process that we tested, and everything works well in terms of internal
How did
testing.
you test it
The
when it was
UAT
live? Travis.
in the with the tech team. So let's test with the community, and once
G'day,
the
everyone. How
results
you
will
doing?
be positive, of course, we will test for one whole cycle
Hmm.
that everybody performs the transaction at least 2 times, and then we will move back to the original version, and the results of this test will help us, or will let us
Indeed.
uh,
Hello,
integrate the final functionality to the live deck.
Rafter.
So
Is
this
that
is
right?
how it will work.
Susie. Nice to see you.
I'm really hopeful
Hopeful.
that not just one more trade, but
Yeah.
also
Do we have a
uh,
listen to him sniff?
we will be able to, with this whole functionality, or you can say with this whole particular development, we will be able to have you guys execute 15 to 20 trades on every network. This is what we aspire, or this is what we have uh, developed so far with the particular functionality that is going to be tested. So this test this weekend is going to be very, very interesting and very important. This will give us uh, more surety that functionality that we have built is going to not only work for two trades, is going to work for multiple number of trades. And this is what we expect, and this is, as a user, you want this, and as developers we want to deliver this as soon as possible. So I'm really happy with the progress. I believe you all are
This
excited
meeting
and
is being
happy to
recorded.
hear this.
Look at the
Okay, all right. So next, what we will do is okay. So this was the update with Boomerang. Now today I'm going to make you guys really, really happy with one more thing that I'm going to introduce, that I have been talking about from last 7 to 8 months. I believe from the time when we launched BTC20 Smart Chain, I had been talking about the vision with the ability of our users to spend, right? So with the vision of creating a spending program or spending
just turn my
tool,
camera on for a
or
minute.
bringing utility to not just our community but the whole wide crypto world,
The whole wide crypto
we are
world.
now ready. So along with the mapping of roadmap, today is just the introduction of the card program. It will take weeks and weeks. There is work also in the tech which is being done, but from today I will start introducing to the community. With
This
time,
meeting
with
is
every
being recorded.
Wednesday, you will keep on learning, and this information will help you to understand what we are bringing, why the card program with us is going to be unique, and the one which is not, uh, you can say, not existing,
Got a
or
few
you can
more.
say not very common in the market. So, all right, everybody excited to
No.
learn or to understand about the upcoming program that we have? Okay, all right, let's start.
Here we go.
So,
Bullshit on bullshit. Already exposed this to you, haven't we,
okay,
Travis?
so what we are going to bring is a utility tool for spending in crypto world, or you can say spending is a utility in cryptocurrency industry, and blockchain technology is something which is not touched by so many people, right? It is a very intricate uh, subject or niche that many big and small companies are afraid or scared to touch. And we are going to have robust system where we will not just touch, but we will take over the spending industry with the help of affiliate marketing,
Hard
with the
announcement,
power
eh?
of affiliate marketing, and with the power of the product that I'm going to introduce today. So take out your pen and paper, All right, everybody, take out your pen and paper. You have to make some notes to understand this. This is not regular card that industry has seen. This is not normal cards that exchanges they offer. This card is very, very unique, and today we will just have an introduction to the card. Later in upcoming Wednesdays, I will give detailed information with also detail of the tech.
Does Shavis
So take out your pen
understand
and
what a
papers.
credit card is
Everybody,
versus a debit
come on.
card?
Okay, amazing. All right. So first thing, this is a payment card. What is this? A payment card. This card
Credit
is
card.
partnered with Visa. This is a payment card. You don't have to understand that this is a credit card or debit card, no, nothing. This is a payment card that is partnered with Visa. Okay. All the features that are there in a regular Visa card, everybody knows what is a Visa card. Any Visa card, any card on which Visa is printed, right, performs or has the ability to perform certain actions. That is, when you go to a store, you tap in the POS, you withdraw cash, you pay online, you you swipe. So all these features are with a regular bank credit or debit card.
Right.
So everything that a Visa card can do, a regular credit debit card can do, this card can also do.
This is tax
As simple
evasion.
as that. Very simple. We don't have to complicate. We don't have to polish. We don't have to make it shiny. No. Everything that a normal Visa can do, our payment card can do.
Can it give me a credit?
Our card is partnered with, officially partnered with Visa.
Not for long.
We
It
have
is.
more brands that we have, or financial institutions, organizations which we are partnered with: Apple Pay, Google Pay, Alipay, PayPal, WeChat Pay, any of the payment program,
I didn't think you got this
payment
past China.
uh,
Big claims.
PSP that exist in the market, we are partnered with them
Right.
officially.
And you
That
partnered with Sam
means,
Lee as well? That's going to go down
first,
well.
we follow all the regulations, all the rules,
Do you?
all the guidelines
Not like
that
before?
Visa accepts us as a partner.
Do they really? Well, that's going to
We
be good.
follow every
Shit, we pay.
guideline, every norm, every regulation
Oh, God.
that is making us compliant enough to be accepted by Apple Pay as a partner,
All right.
Google Pay as a partner,
But you haven't got it going yet, eh?
Alipay, PayPal as a
Yeah,
partner.
sure, mate.
So we comply
I like your
with
charisma.
everything. So there is no question in the legality.
Okay. But you haven't got it
First.
set up yet, eh? Oh, you have got it set up.
Second, there is no question where it can work. Wherever on this planet Visa card works, wherever on this planet Visa card works with US dollars, this card will work. This is a US dollar. I'm not talking
This meeting is being
USDT. I'm
recorded.
saying US dollar card with Visa and a credit card. What type of card is this? This is a credit card. This is not a debit card. This is not uh, what you can say, a prepaid card, but this is a credit card. So while you
See that?
select, while you will pay online using this card, you will select credit. How it is a credit card, I will explain later. That is technicality. That is how it works. So understand with basics. Today is the basics day.
Okay, here we go
Visa,
again.
credit card, US dollars. So wherever Visa works with US dollars, it works.
Why is it
Where
a
it
big
cannot
deal?
work, I
Maybe
will
if you're a criminal,
explain.
it's a big deal.
Okay. So we are partnered with all these giant companies, financial institutions. We follow all the prerequisites. that
Do
Visa
you?
has.
Prove
We
it.
follow every norms and regulations.
Under what entity you setting up the credit card,
So
Travis?
again, everything, every question, every concern about legality, about uh, you know, about authenticity, about uh, compliances is phased out. Come on, it's not a joke to print Visa on your card, right? Visa will not
We haven't
issue.
done it yet, though,
Okay.
cowboy.
Then we will talk about the specifications of the card. Okay. So with the specifications,
They won't let me back.
uh,
They won't let me back to
let's
the meeting.
let's understand the specification by comparing.
Okay.
So there are so many, not so many, but a few cards that are there in the market, that are being offered in the market by Binance, by Crypto.com, by uh, Nexo in UK, in Europe, uh, Gemini in US. There is Robinhood in. There is some Swiss banks that offer, Barclays they offer. So every other provider in the market which is offering card, we can have a comparison with the existing card providers. So there are two grounds
Can
of
we come in
comparison,
again?
or you can
This
say
meeting is being recorded.
competition. We have to be, if we are releasing a product, we have to be competitive with people who are existing in the market. And if I'm giving you a product to promote and to go out and market, you need to have a strong product, right? You need to have something that is very, very unique, right? When you propose it to someone, you phase out all their questions, all their queries, right? This guy is raising hands so many times.
It's me.
This is official call, and I am explaining to my community something. If you don't stop, I have already sued you in the court,
Oh, rubbish. What?
and in couple of weeks, your activities are going to be, you need to be answerable to the court wherever you live. So please hold on your horses.
This meeting is being recorded.
We are not joking here. And if you intend to disturb again and again, there will be very serious consequences.
Bring it
This
on.
is a warning.
Bring it on.
We are not uh, like other people you have been dealing with.
He knows who I
You
am,
have
too.
been cashing out. This is their profession. So,
Special mention.
okay. And anyways, these are stupid people. All right.
Oh, and you're
So
illegal.
we compare, or we have grounds of competition with two ways. Number one, the places where they do not operate, we operate. Because all these cards, which are offered by these companies, Binance, Crypto.com, um, Coinbase, they are exchange based companies. They follow the exchange norms. We are not an exchange. We are payment service
That's a
solution
terminology
provider.
right there,
We are
Travis.
payment solution providers. So we operate everywhere.
This meeting is being
So
recorded.
these companies, these providers, they operate in a specific jurisdiction where they are complied to. So number one,
Bring it
we
on.
are
Bring it on.
operational everywhere. This is, and we are not exchange. We are payment solution provider. So we don't have to follow exchange based
Down the road, I'm trying
conditions.
to cause havoc here while I'm in
So
there.
if Binance works in your jurisdiction, they can offer card to the users. But you can sell it to anyone on this planet
Hello, where's our second?
where Visa works. This is the first ground of comparison or competition. Then we see the demography.
Well,
In North America, there are
we lost.
88
Sorry,
million crypto
I'll
users.
just get the sound back.
So if you are from US, you can offer it to
Sound off.
88 million people
On.
if you are from North America. because every crypto holder is your potential prospect. With this, we are going to
Out of curiosity,
cross
600
next level
people are
into
getting this
affiliate
question here.
marketing. This is not affiliate marketing product limited to affiliate marketing. This will make you go above and beyond the affiliate marketing. I'll tell you how. Okay. Keep making small notes. In Europe, there are 150
Stupid.
million
Oh,
crypto
bring it on, bring
users,
it on, bring it
crypto
on,
holders.
bring it on.
In Asia, there are 1.84 billion crypto holders. In South America, there are 30 million
Ugh.
crypto holders. In Africa, 91 million. Oceania, 0.8 million. So you understand how big the market is. Anyone on this planet who holds even $10, $100, $1,000, $500 worth of crypto they want to spend, and you are providing them ease to
Yeah, I
spend.
think I've made my point. Let's just shut that off for a second.
So,
Let's see if I get the sound a bit better for you.
very simple.
Here we go. This is better.
You buy a card on WAS, you download the app from App Store in Apple, Google Play Store in
You're not going
Android.
to get on Apple, you idiot.
You follow the KYC, self-guided KYC procedure. Your KYC is approved and your card is generated to you. And you are ready to use the card from then
Oh,
instantly. As simple as that. Nothing complicated. There is no training, no nothing associated with this product. There is a self-guided app in which the user will download from the App Store. They will get access. They approve their get their KYC approved. Once their KYC is approved, the card is generated. You enter the address, it will be shipped and delivered to you. As simple as that.
as simple as that.
So, first ground of comparison, the markets, or you can say onboarding process. That is very simple. So, these exchanges, these companies, they cannot onboard the wide world. We can onboard the wide world. For example, Asia has absolutely no card providers. So, if your teams are in Asia, you are sitting on thousands of new members already. Your structure is going to be full even if you don't recruit. Trust me, if
Oh,
a guy has
recruiting.
one card, they will,
Can we
it's very
recruit before
natural,
it gets launched?
right? You
Good
don't have
man.
to recruit. They will probably bring other people by themselves.
Oh,
So, in Asia, we have the biggest potential. Okay,
now you would have,
now
if you're
we
watching
will
this,
have
you would have seen that I actually
comparison
managed to
of
get into
second
their
ground of
private meeting
competition.
and brought
So
it the other day.
where these providers are operating, there also you can promote and you can sell, because our service charges and our fee is going to be very competitive with the existing providers. So in the region where these people are operating, there also you have a upper edge. As simple as that. Where they are not operating, the market is yours. You guys are the players of the market. Where they are operating, you have competitive edge. Second best thing,
Oh, what's that noise behind you?
where they are operating, we have way better terms of usage. Way better. When I say way better, it is absolutely amazing.
Okay.
These cards, they have the existing ones, they have limits. So in UK, you have, if you have Revolut card, you can run a
Read your
transaction
script. Read your
of
script.
maximum $10,000. With our card, with our best card, you will be able to run one transaction
Your
of
best card. Oh, the different
$100,000.
pricing levels with your best card.
As simple as that. So our the existing crypto card users are also your prospects. You can give them, okay, you have been using some card. Okay, what is your limit? Okay, here's a card that has 100,000 per transaction limit for you. Take it.
Yeah, if you've got 100,000
It
in the
is
bank,
that smooth. It is that simple.
rubbish.
I told you guys the onboarding process is very simple. No trainings, nothing required.
Right.
It is just the time that is required for the tech to be built. We are building it. There is a separate team that is building. That's why week after week I will come and explain also with the updates. Okay, now comes some questions, basic questions, right?
Are you going to let people
Where
answer,
it
or are you going to
can
make them up for yourself?
work, where it cannot work. So, as I said, it is a US dollar, not USDT, US dollar card. So wherever US dollar is
Hmm.
sanctioned, or the countries which are US dollar sanctioned countries, there it will not work. They don't exchange US dollar with their native currency. That's why when you will pay, the exchange option will not come. Because whenever you pay, you are paying in fiat. And whenever you pay at a POS, your US dollar is converted into the local currency or regional denomination, whatever it is. Let's say you are
It's like a church.
in
What denomination?
a UK, you are paying in pound, and US dollar is converted into pound and received by the POS where you are paying, and crypto is deducted from your wallet. As simple as that. So, and then which currencies we will initiate or start with? So we will start with the basic currencies. Here comes a very important thing. Robert, come back. Where are you going? Come back. Okay, sit. All right. Here comes the most important thing. Okay. So we are now going to start with basic currencies that are accepted by Visa, that is USDT, USDC, Ethereum, and Bitcoin. These four currencies are approved by Visa. And the next big question is, or you can say, next big thing, what we can do, we will have, or and we can have BTC20 assets also approved by Visa once we are operating.
Who's
So
Robert?
we need to have two things. One, a card program that is working properly, and our own blockchain ecosystem that we have. When we will have these two things uh, operational together, we can approach Visa, because we are their partners. We can approach them
Partners with
to
Visa.
have our
Are you
assets
shitting
also
me, Shavis?
approved
You really want people to
to be
believe that
used for
you're not going to
spending.
get reported?
This is going to be huge
Huge.
for our community.
Look, nodding
You
away.
cannot imagine how big the adoption is going to be. So
Adoption.
this Friday, what I'm going to train in BTCC
That's how to sell it.
and blockchain and AI training is I'm going to explain about the next update on BTC20 Smart Chain. So do attend that Friday session as well. That is very important. So the prospect of starting a card program with the
Program.
assets which
Listen to the
are
terminology.
accepted by Visa is going to take us to a point where our assets will also be
Remember, he's never
approved by
delivered
Visa to
anything
be
he
spent.
said he's going to, except he's collected a lot of your money, and everybody has lost money.
It has,
No
our
one has made
blockchain
more money than
ecosystem
they've
is
put
just
in yet.
10 months old,
That's why it's a
and
Ponzi
we
scheme.
have come so far in 10 months. So, and the
I'm just grabbing all the names,
next,
put
or you
them in the
can say
file.
common question, uh, type of card, I explained it is a credit card, and where it will not work, the countries which are sanctioned with US dollars. It will
Japan,
not work there. It
China,
will work.
even
So
though it's
most
not
of the
prepaid.
99% of the jurisdictions or countries are the countries where US dollar is accepted. So it will work everywhere. Some of the countries where it will not work,
China.
you can go to US government website and check the US dollar sanctioned countries. There it will not. Okay, so this was just the introduction today for the card.
I thought you weren't launching a
And
new product
coming
for 3 months.
few weeks, I will train you guys more and more with the basics. What will be the commissions? What will be the rewards? And okay, to make you guys, or I will end this or close this with giving you an idea. So
Oh, hello, Lucky.
affiliate side, you will sell the cards and you will receive commissions in the structure like you were.
Alrighty.
Same thing will
The
happen
picture.
in the uh, card application. There will be cashbacks on the spending.
Of course there will be. Hello, Shem.
And whatever your people you referred, they spend, the cashback is going to flow in the network. And that is going to be uh, very small but rewarding. What I, what I, how I see these things is the benefit of the community as a whole. If as a whole community we generate $100,000 worth of cashbacks, that is a big amount of money going to our community, right? So this is how I look. But these cashbacks are going to grow with time, and the complication, or you can say complicated structures that you create in the network, the bigger the structure will be, the bigger cashbacks will flow. These cashbacks I will not provide from my pockets, but these are the terms, and these are spending terms with Visa. This is how they work, and I will distribute everything to the community. So, and card program is going to be very basic in terms of pricing, and it will be equally rewarding in the affiliate side. So,
This meeting is being recorded.
not
Turn the
very
camera on
soon,
now.
but yes, it will take couple of weeks while we you guys are going to test Boomerang properly, and then
Loopy.
more and more trades will be executed. And with this, we will continue development uh, of the card program. And
It was fun
once
while it
the
lasted.
card program is built, it will be given to you. So this is how strong card program we have designed, and I have been personally using the card
But the
myself
card's developed now.
from November
You're not applying.
with this same aspect, with the same approach. And after successfully operating it myself
I'm going to
and my
have an
team,
interview with
we have
ShaveZ,
decided to create the tech
which I'll broadcast
and
very soon.
start the whole model of spending with the community. This is going to be very, very big. There are billions of people on this planet that hold crypto, and every single person who holds crypto is your potential buyer. As simple as that.
As simple as that.
Okay, so that's it. Make sure you attend the Zoom on Friday.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, ShaveZ.
Any
How
questions?
exciting. Oh my goodness. I think everybody's breath is taken away
Oh my God.
by this announcement. This is incredible. This such a great opportunity. I just wanted to, if I could, just clear up a couple of things I jotted down. You said
Credit card,
going back to Boomerang
Fizzy
update,
card.
that the DAP will be in maintenance. Are you saying it's going to be in maintenance this weekend, like from Friday to Sunday?
Friday,
We're
Saturday, it
saving
will be on
$20,000
maintenance.
a day.
Sunday, where everybody is free
Excuse me.
and everyone is available, we will run the tests. So the test will be running of multiple trades. I will explain it on Friday as well, and we will have official announcement before it goes on maintenance, detailed.
Okay. And with the card program, you said we're going to start with 4 cryptos. I was able to jot down USDT, USDC,
Mm-hmm.
Ethereum and Bitcoin.
Bitcoin. Hmm. Of course, Bitcoin, father and mother of all.
Been removed before I even get in there.
And then we're going to have, of course, BTCC, the Bitcoin Junior.
Yes,
Bitcoin.
Oh, and
How
you'll be able to
exciting!
withdraw your money?
that is
Absolutely
the vision.
That's the
Yes.
vision.
Enormous,
Get the wording
enormous
right,
vision.
Travis. Yeah.
You are the visionary, and that is exactly what I have been. I have knighted you, the visionary. So thank you so much, Chavez. This is incredible. Do we want to entertain any questions at this time?
Entertain.
No, let's
No,
not take the
no,
questions.
no,
I will be
no.
here on Friday. Friday's Zoom is very, very important. I am going to explain what is the next update
This meeting
on
is being recorded.
BTC20 Smart Chain. This update will not be very soon, will be with the P2P platform that we will release. But this update is going to change how you think about BTC20 network. So make sure everybody attend Friday's Zoom. It is going to be very important.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes our event. Chavez, thank you so much. The spirit is lifted, and thank you for your time, your energy, and the hard work that you're doing. Everybody, people don't understand exactly how hard you work
Oh,
and
I do.
how much time that you give to what. So thank you very much. So, ladies and gentlemen,
Okay, let me
thank
show
you
you more
all
about the
for
credit
your
card in a
time.
few
Thank
minutes.
you for being here. You have heard a very exciting opportunity. The what we're going to do now is don't forget to come this evening for your training and online security. And as you have heard Chavez say, Friday is very important for you to be here for the BTCC or BTC20 update, blockchain update. So be here. We'll see you on Friday and see you tonight. Thank you all so much for coming. That concludes our event. Good to see you. Lee, I know that you were listening hard, as well as Felipe. Thank you all so much. And Robert, good thing you stayed, right? All righty. So thank you all
music.
so much.
So
And
that's basically
we
the
look
meeting.
forward
There's
to
nothing here to
seeing
see.
you
So what
Friday. Hi,
I thought we'd
Pascal.
do
Good
today
to see you.
is
Curtis, Boris, have a
we're just
good
going to
evening.
leave them
All
to it.
righty.
If this credit card that they are launching, that they allege they are launching, if you actually think that they are going to launch a credit card, and do you think that Chavez, who has been connected to Sam Lee, is able to get approval to be on the App Store, to get approval with Visa to launch a credit card? I'd love to know under what entity, and we'll do our darndest to inform Visa along the way. But this is actually will be a way of collecting money. Now, just for the record, Chavez claimed about 8 months ago that he had already started serious legal proceedings against me. I have never received any information whatsoever. And if you go back and watch my video, you will see that he actually said that they had already started legal proceedings against that guy, like he didn't know who I was. Chavez has actually invited me onto Zoom meetings before and actually offered me $10,000 if I could find out his last name, which is Chavez Anwar. And he's also said that he would pay me $500 a month to do their social media marketing. And why don't I come and work for him? And then they made a bit of fun of me and kicked me out of the Zoom meeting. So it's not like Chavez doesn't know me. That's my point. However, what we did do is we actually managed to go into their leaders meeting the other day, and we fully exposed that they were talking about launching the credit card. And I believe this has forced them to go out publicly and tell everyone their dirty plans. Now, what's quite good about this is actually I've gone through and I've spent the time
And what is the
stamping
actual difference?
the whole meeting. So you don't have to spend the hour and a half watching the video. Now, a lot of people that say to me, oh, you ain't got proof and you don't know what you're talking about, also don't have the time to go and listen to these videos. So if you are watching now, or you're watching on the replay, you'll find this video and it's called Leaders Exposed. And this is actually a leadership meeting that ShaveZ is running. And I've just gone through and I've basically spent the time doing 20 timestamps of the important part about this card that he claims to do. And I've also scared a lot of leaders by telling them that they're part of a fraudulent credit card opportunity. And what the hell are they doing in a meeting and letting ShaveZ implement them in serious fraud? Now, I'll tell you what I mean by that. In short, if you haven't got time to listen, this credit card, he alleges, will evade tax. And this is designed for tax evasion. And that's what he openly said. And twice in this meeting, he asked for the cameras to be turned off so they couldn't get the recording. And I was in the meeting and recording it. So the first thing I'm going to do in the background that you can't see is I actually need to actually have my meeting ready, because last week this time they went straight into a what I call a confidential Zoom meeting, and I've got to make sure that I'm ready to actually be into that meeting. So I'm just going to get this right, and what I'll do in the meantime is I will let's see if I've got this right. Let's play this video, and I'm just going to play this, and then within a minute I'll be back. But I just need to set
already
up a
into
few
Asian
Zoom
market.
meetings.
If
So first of all, the first timestamp was
so,
actually
we
Russian
can
alive.
definitely have something for Russians as well, like their acceptance, or maybe in their if we have people who are interested, we can definitely look for regulations how to execute in, or we can do something. I mean, it will depend on the interest. So you can go already on Google and you can write US dollar sanctioned countries. You will get the website. I will share this. You will get the US government website, and on that website you will see.
Okay, so that's
So
one thing. So then
Afghanistan.
so here he's gone through all the
Afghanistan,
countries,
some Balkan
showing you what
countries,
countries the credit
Belarus,
card that he alleges he
Burma,
can get will be
Central
active in.
African.
The
Is it
next
a
one
credit
is
card as well as a
debit card.
debit card?
No, it is a credit card only.
Oh my God, that's not going to last long.
No. You mean debit card?
It's
We
a
put
debit.
our own money in.
Yes.
No.
Credit card is where they give us money.
No. Because it is different. Let me explain. So you have crypto in your wallet, right? Whatever crypto is in your wallet, you have the credit against that crypto in fiat to spend, right? And when you spend that fiat, your crypto is deducted. So it's a credit card. That's why it will operate. It is a US dollar card, right? It is not, where it can be not working. It cannot work wherever US dollar works, because you are spending US dollars, right? So it is favorable for governments as well, because wherever the user is spending that money, it is exchanged from crypto and it is being spent in that country. So government is also happy and it is properly regulated. So it is simply spending fiat card, not crypto spending card, but it spends fiat against the crypto holding. So it's a credit card.
My
Yes.
understanding, credit card is that you can get,
A
you
limit.
can borrow from them, then you have to pay
No.
it back. It's not like that.
Is the term used different? That's what ShaveZ. So like in UK and other European countries, I think Australia is the same. So debit card is you can only spend what you have in your pocket, in your wallet. Credit card, you have a limit without having any money in your pocket. You can just spend $2,000, $3,000 without having money in your pocket, and then pay for it later on monthly basis. So I think it's the term. is confusing for everyone. That's the difference.
I think lucky the proper name will be it's a prepaid card. A prepaid card.
No.
Not credit
Not
card.
No.
It is a so whenever, that's why I'm mentioning this. Whenever you guys will pay online, you will select the credit card option to pay, because it is a credit card. The credit line, I will explain again. The credit line is based on the lending company and the custodian. So custodian holds your crypto, and there is a relationship between custodian and lending company, which has lending license to provide the limit to all the users whose KYC'd crypto assets are with lending company. Custodian, sorry. So the money is simply moved in crypto from custodian
Bob.
to the lending company whenever you spend. So that's why it is
Trying to get into some other Zooms ready to go. Thought I'd go through some of the old stuff here.
Is that okay, Bon? Amazing.
Is there any other stuff that you've got going down at the moment? I know there's one at 7, which is in 11 minutes. Should I get into that meeting? I've got a few tabs open. Just while that there. So I'd recommend going and watching that. And I'll just going to go into another meeting while we're there.
8% do capital e
This
8%
is
da
not
licença.
in English,
O
obviously.
capital,
This
se o
guy
cara colocou
is
3, isso são
rampant
300, isso aqui
at
daria
promoting
24.
crypto
E o
opportunities
100
and
aqui
Boomerang.
dá 8%. Essa pergunta mesmo eu fiz o cara. Rapaz, não é 32%, mas é a mesma coisa de eu pagar 32% de 100 ou pagar 8% de cada dinheiro que entra. Dá o mesmo resultado.
It was a bit of fun going into these
Como
meetings.
todo mundo que bota o 100 não vai ficar com 100 sem aplicar, vai ter
But
que
you
botar o capital.
What's this?
Na realidade, ele está comprometendo 8% do capital que entra na empresa para pagar a gente. Então, é essa a diferença.
I'll see if I can put my right camera on this one. I keep getting the wrong camera.
Seu Gilvan,
Diga, amiga.
e a cotação do dólar deles?
O que é que
Ele
tem?
colocou?
Here we go.
É quanto? É 5,60?
Não perguntei isso. Porque como eu paguei em dólar, não botei em real, eu sei que você... Por que a senhora está fazendo essa pergunta? Porque na Bifund as cotações são bem diferentes. Né?
É verdade.
Mas se eu ganho num dia, imagina minha licença é 100. Eu ganhei 96% da licença. Aquele cara já está aqui, velho. Vê só, o Danny de Hek, não sei das quantas.
Just mentioned.
Ele é triste.
Sim.
Being removed.
Entendeu? Aí, na realidade, isso não é muito relevante se o dólar é 5,40, 5,60 ou 6. Vai diminuir um pouco o nosso ganho só. Como você recebe em dólar, não recebe em real,
So funny they
você
laugh.
tem que brigar com a Binance. Quanto é que ela está pagando? Porque aqui não tem real, aqui é tudo dólar. E não tem aquela do dólar ser o dólar qualquer, não. É o dólar do dia. Você entendeu? Porque o dólar que a gente vai usar, eu comprei esse dólar aqui da minha Binance. Eu nem olhei quanto é que já tinha lá. Mas o que é que a Binance cobra? Cobra o preço do mercado, não cobra muito a mais. E outra coisa, a taxa é 0,30 e pouco só, é muito barato. E quando bota eu vou ter $1. $1 de... Aí eu fui ver quanto era que eu paguei de licença, foi 20 e poucos centavos de dólar que eu paguei só para transferir.
Nossa, ótimo.
É baratinho.
They're not gonna let me.
A gente estudar mesmo o caso, né?
Vladimir, você tem um... Vladimir está na sala?
See if I can get in another room. Bob was here.
Deixa eu abrir a câmera.
Penny. Oh, so where's Penny?
Tu tá na sala, Vladimir? Ou não?
Yeah, g'day. Hey.
Porque tem outro...
G'day. How you doing? Are you going to cut me out? Why don't you want to talk to me? Hey? Why don't you want to
É a
talk?
figura que está aí.
Are you just going to kick me out? I'd be willing to show you how this is a scam and you're actually not able to make any money out of it, and it's just a generated arbitrage trading platform. Are you interested in that, or do you just want to keep kicking me out? Can you speak English okay?
Yeah.
Don't have any.
God. So yeah. So they don't care, you see. That's the funny thing. They just want to sell those packages. That's the honest truth of it. We'll just keep an eye on the other meetings that's going on. I think we might be able to get into a Pinicky NARC meeting, which is quite exciting. So I don't want to break the live connection. So I've got lots of information on that. So I'm just, I mean, I've had a lot of time. I've gone into that guy's meetings quite a lot. Obviously, my face isn't looking good. So we're just going to carry on with this one here, because this is actually quite relevant. This is actually a very private meeting where only 70 of the world leaders of Boomerang and We Are All Satoshi were gathered. And we're talking from everybody. For all the people that run all the Zoom meetings were in this one meeting. It was a private meeting. I broadcasted it. And they're talking about the releasing of the credit card. It's shocking. Have a listen to this.
Eunice.
Hi, how are you? Thank you, Lucky. My question is regarding the process to get the car. The car will we have
doing that.
The credit line, I will explain again. The credit line is based on the lending company and the custodian. So custodian holds your crypto, and there is a relationship between custodian and lending company, which has lending license to provide the limit to all the users whose KYC'd crypto assets are with lending company. Custodian, sorry. So the money is simply moved in crypto from custodian to the lending company whenever you spend. So that's why it is a credit card.
Makes sense. Is that okay, Von?
Makes sense.
Amazing. Eunice.
Hi, how are you? Thank you, Lucky. My question is regarding the process to get the car. The car will we have a landing page for the credit card, or the people have to buy the car on was.
So when they buy, I will, this was not a discussion today, but I will explain. Very, very simple. People buy card on WAS, and the moment they buy card on WAS, they go and download the app. They do their KYC. They will get the code. They enter the code. The card is generated.
Beautiful, beautiful. That means
Beautiful, beautiful.
it will be inside of the regular market, regular 5% binary things.
Everything, Eunice, everything. But due to regulatory measures and their standards to upload on Apple Pay, we have to keep the referral inside the app also. I tried my level best, but these are the standards of Apple. But nobody will go and buy from the app because they will not get any commissions, right?
Perfect, perfect. But what happens if somebody wants to go? The name is 9Pay. It's called like 9, like the number 9.
He didn't
number 9
today, though, did he?
Oh, number 9Pay. Okay. And if somebody wants to know get information about the car, there will be a specific website for the car.
There will be website. We have a very good domain already booked. It was on auction. And
the last question, Chavez, I believe people can get virtual card right away. They get a virtual card
right away.
Is there any possibility to them to have a physical card too?
Yes, of course. So our card is going to be very simple. The virtual card will be instantly generated, and then right after the generation of your virtual card, it will undergo the printing process of physical card, and the physical card will be shipped to your doorstep.
Beautiful. Thank you.
Whatever address you use in the app for billing, it will be sent there. That's why it will also have the validated billing address. And this is just like opening a bank account, a US dollar based bank account. Let me tell you guys. This is not in any way shady.
So everything else is shady. Love it. Yeah, gotta love
Thank
it.
you, Eunice. Joseph. Hi.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, what happened?
Okay, we'll pause this for a wee while.
Is he gone?
I got something special for you guys. Are you ready? Okay, you ready? Are you ready, guys? Are you ready? Okay.
It's been the
Here you
best
go.
TV I've ever watched, and all the drama surrounding it. It's been a wow, what a wild journey! What a wild journey of time. But yeah, it's
This
amazing.
is the man that
It's
has had to
amazing
pay a
times. I'm
fine
just so
with
so
California
excited that we're all here and
for
we're in this
defrauding
together.
people.
You know,
Up
it really is.
165
It's
grand. His name
really,
is
really
Danny
monumentous
de
time. And,
Hek.
you know, history. Nobody realizes it when they're doing it. Nobody realizes it when we got it in our hand. People, I'm going to say it nicely, but people are stupid. You know, they're like, oh, I don't know. I don't care. I don't know. I don't realize. Blah, 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 small potatoes. Man, whoa, slow down. You need to see the vision of where this is going. Like, this is big time. This is big, ladies and gentlemen. And it doesn't look like it today because we're creating history one day at a time. It adds up. This will all add up into the history books, and we were there. We were there, Walter. Don't forget, we started this at the start of this stuff. So it's amazing. It's amazing to be here. So happy. I'm so happy on the last day of the 3-month campaign. I'm so happy with the performance. I'm so happy with the team's work ethic. I'm so happy with the commitment from everybody. Everybody has been doing amazing so far. So it's been really good. So with that, I've got to get some energy back in me here. I'm going to have my dinner, and then I got to get on the phone and sell a ton of Bitcoin machines here. So thank you guys all so much. We'll see you tomorrow.
Oh, you chicken.
And same place, same time. Thank you, Walter. Thank you, everybody. Keep working and
Turn
turn the gas on that new promo. It's time to shine. Welcome to August. Thank you guys so much. See you tomorrow.
Ha! Oh, I reckon he must know I'm in here because that's anyway. There's Jan Gregory. I've got an interview with him coming up. I hope it's going to be pretty cool. Yeah, so it's this time of day. It's good stuff. We'll just have a look around and see how far Pinnaky Nark is away from coming, but we have got more broadcast. I'm just checking to make sure that he's not going yet. And he's going now, so that is great. Something just flashed, so it looks like Pinnaky Nark is scheduled at 7 o'clock. It's 7, so we're going to go share screen presentation. We'll sit here with Pinnaky Nark. Hopefully he's not watching us at the moment. And here we go. This, you can't pay for this type of entertainment, ladies and gentlemen. And let's go.
Things here after my 1,200-kilometer road trip on the weekend.
Oh my goodness.
That's oh my goodness. Road trip.
Yeah, that's nothing over here.
Oh, and D as well. Can't pay for this.
It's one province over. That's all.
Just a province.
All right. So what are we going to learn here today? I hope.
Well, as usual, we're just waiting for people to jump on board.
Let's make sure we have some people on board for them, eh?
How's the weather where everybody is? 30 degrees in the UK.
Let's see if he knows. Remember,
Celsius here.
37.
Yep.
We're yeah, I know you're looking at the same thing I'm looking at.
Can you see the waiting room, Pinnaky?
Yes.
Yeah, we've definitely got someone in our group giving out our link. Crazy.
Yes.
For anyone who knows him, we've got Danny de Hek sitting in my waiting room.
Oh, no way.
Yes. I don't want to hear that name.
No.
No,
that man's an absolute nutcase.
Don't worry, he's not coming in.
Okay.
No. We can speak to him though, can't we? We can message him.
Yeah.
Tracy's in here as
Oops,
well.
I better not. Oh yeah.
And Sam Lee, wow, we're popular tonight then.
Yeah, nah. It's another fake account.
Yeah, of course it is.
You're not sure though, are you?
Time to change the call link.
Yeah.
Because yours restricted to New Zealand.
I had done, but he'll have found a way around it, or I'll have to check my settings. I had, but yeah, we better sort ourselves. I like that.
I sent him a nice message. Just
You know what's the beauty of
Yeah.
our calls? Everybody knows
Exactly.
everybody.
Excellent, my friend. So good to see you.
Yeah, you too.
Thank you. Thank you for what both of you are doing for us.
Hey, you can say Danny piss off.
Yes.
Oh, it's lovely to see you, Tracy.
Hello. Clear history. Hello, something's wrong with the audio there. Can you guys hear it, I hope? I don't know what's wrong with the audio there. Oh, we're back. I think it's just them.
Are we ready to make a start pin, or is there someone you're waiting for?
And I'm just removing.
Taking out the trash.
Yeah, taking out the garbage.
That person who on our other call, I'm pretty sure they got themselves back in by calling themselves Danielle. And I knew
Yeah.
that Danielle didn't belong. You know, because we just know our people by now.
Yes.
Oh, do you? So that's a good thing to do. So we'll just take a list of those people.
Well, he's obviously run out of garbage to spill because
We'll just take a list of your
I'm
people.
actually going to. Do we lock the room?
Good idea.
Yeah.
Social view.
Well, there's some people we do know. And there's some names that are coming up just never heard of at all.
Yeah.
Might not be here for too long, guys. But anyway, we have names now. What have we got there?
What I find the most upsetting is
Yeah.
that it's someone among us who's giving our links out,
yeah.
because your link the other day is completely different to my link today.
Yes.
You know.
Don't forget, the Sado has got no life, so he's got to come and chase the next big thing. Otherwise, he runs out of stories.
Mm.
Here you go.
And his life doesn't move any further.
No, exactly.
Now I've got two connections. You idiots.
Who's this? Oh, yes, I just received.
All right.
I've just muted that person.
All right.
Oh, it's happy families.
I've actually started moving people to the waiting room if their cameras aren't on. And even that's not the solution, but you have to try everything you can, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, I mean, we're not doing anything wrong, but it's the fact that this
not.
guy, he live streams you on YouTube,
Mhm.
and nothing he ever says contains a fact.
That-
If you watch one of his videos,
Shows you your IQ, does
he knows less than I do about some of the
That's
things
not
he's
a hell of a
talking
lot,
about.
really, is it?
And it's very, well, I don't know if it's brave or, well, it's stupid
Stupid.
to go saying things that you've no idea
It's
about,
like when
not
Finnegan used
based
to
on
make
any
it,
facts.
and that's now a big scam.
Right.
Me, if I'm going to talk about something, I make
Like
sure I know what
Hyperverse,
I'm
you done.
talking about first.
True.
How did Hyperverse work out for you, D?
There's quite a few names that we don't know, but then there are a lot of Elvis. Have you invited a lot of people?
Right, I might butcher this. Elvis, if you're listening. Is it
Yes. Yes.
Bola Joko?
Elvis is here. I have a lot of people from my community joining from Nigeria.
Okay.
Yeah.
Does this sound like, is that a name you know? Yeah, we've let that one in.
Bay, B-A-E.
See if we can get a few more, and just in case we lose a few along the way, kids. Just make sure we've got a few in there.
Has Rob gone out and then come back in, or is he in two different?
They is someone I know.
Oh, okay.
Perfect. Perfect.
There are a lot of them. Over people joining.
Yeah.
Please
That's
mute
how you,
your mic, please. Mute your mic, please.
That's how you youngest man.
The mic is up. Something you should be doing. We're on a Zoom call.
Okay.
We could probably
know who you are. I know what you never. What I you're going down specific set of skills. A living nightmare for fraud like you.
I don't know who that was.
If you return the investments now, that will be the end of it.
It was funny. It sounded like he was falling off a cliff.
I know, yeah.
Yeah, she's trying to remove me. That one. That's scary. Anyway. Out of the room.
But that one person, just a phone number. Obviously, they need to have a name. Right, shall we get started?
Yes.
I'll get this down back in a second.
There we go. Right, welcome everyone to the call.
Might be a second.
Of the world. Not talking about the people on the call, but there's some people who've got nothing better to do than try and find dirt where there isn't any. But there you go, that's life.
Diversity.
There's always some shitty people in life. So anyway, Marsverse, what is it all about? What does colonialism got to do with Marsverse? What is everything?
Oh my God, Marsverse, is this like diversal?
Let's go through all the slides and get a good idea of what this is all about. So first thing we all need to know is, where did money flow? Yeah, money is like water. It flows. It finds a way to go. It doesn't matter what happens. It finds the next place where it needs to move to, just like water does.
Hopefully you can hear this okay.
In the beginning, I mean, in the 80s, land and property was the big thing. Everybody was pouring money into property. If you did. Sometimes 20 years later, the internet was born.
Hopefully you can hear this. If anyone
Google,
wants to use
Amazon.
the chat room to tell me,
And at
that'd
the
be good.
time, we thought, nah, who's going to shop online? Everybody's happy going to the shops. But then guess what? That changed
Guess
too.
what?
And we
Well,
probably
missed
missed out on that trend.
panicky.
So these are all trends. So it took 20 years to get to that trend. the next trend was probably a much bigger trend, which was the Bitcoin trend. That happened in 2009 after the financial crash.
Yep, we've got sound. That's good.
So Bitcoin came along, Ethereum then sort of expanded on that. That trend sort of like moved us for the next 6 years. That was the talked about topic. The future trend now is Web3. And it's not just Web3 based on people who are on the internet surfing and talking on Facebook and things like that. It's actually a lot more than that. It's large companies are now seeing the benefit of Web3. And that's testament to the first deal that M3 have done. So this is the next trend. And guess what? Now online you can get wallets, exchanges, decentralized finance. You can do all sorts of things based on this industry. So the internet is moving along. Like I said, GameFi, SocialFi, NFTs. NFTs are a huge industry which hasn't even been tapped into. So the first part of the internet was with Bitcoin, and that came along. And that was what I would call layer one. Layer one was slower, wasn't as fast, it was clunky. Because don't forget, after time, what happened was the internet, people realized that a lot more people were using the whole crypto industry and things get like now layer 2 which is basically a layer which speeds things up, I suppose, and it's cheaper. So that's really where well, the first step is in the beginning, the first 3 months was all about intelligence.
I'm going to go back to
nothing. That's still there. Is one big possible trend that is going somewhere that has makes a difference to the in this industry.
I know, Panicky Narc. I'm just going to flood his chat room in a minute.
So M3 consists of 3 parts: Marsverse, Mars Chain, and Mars Protocol.
3 connections open.
First, there's Marsverse, which is the DAO. And the DAO is basically allows every single member to vote on all sorts of things like
so
when we list on an exchange, any developments or anything that big changes that are happening. That's why when you have a DAO, you don't actually need a CEO or a CIO or anybody. All you need is people who can vote, because everybody has the choice to vote on all the different things that are going on. And this is where the company are doing their job, the team at the top, and we would have the information and we could vote on that information. But how do you get in? You need an avatar. And the avatar is your access to this platform. What the company does is it aggregates the fact that we are whole community has grown quite a lot in the past 6-7 weeks, and it's growing at a rapid pace, all because of what they're doing. Now that means that they can, and what aggregation is think of Booking.com, for example. They don't actually own any hotels, but what they do is they aggregate all the different hotels and find the cheapest and the best deal. So Mars Protocol, where they launch new projects and new ventures, because they are venture capitalists as well,
flooding the
use the fact that the community are the
we've lost
there. But guess what? To do all of this, you need your own chain. So
I think he's put it back. We'll just get the sound going for you again. 1 second, please, caller. Hopefully you heard this out.
Normally, you have to do KYC on very many industries, and you think, well, hang on a minute, what's the point of that? If I do just one, if I had an app where I could upload all my KYC, do all my ID verification, address verification, biometrics, all I need is a blockchain. So that's the way this is going. So it's one person, one account. MCD token is what they're going to launch on the 23rd of September. Now we have a date. So here's just a very simple explanation of decentralized ID. So when you log into Zoom and you think, oh, I really can't be bothered to think of another password. And you think, oh, you know what? I'll just sign in with my Apple ID. Well, guess what? Here's the thing. For ease of use, you think it's great. But Zoom are paying Apple for the fact that they're selling your data to them, your information. So now,
check out the chat room.
What's happening is you are now a commodity. Your information is worth something. So if you look at Facebook, Google, etc., they've all got billions of users. How many of them are real? How many Google accounts do you have? How many Facebook accounts do you have?
Yeah.
But each one of these accounts is data worth $600 per person or per account to Google and Facebook. But when you look at just one person, you think, oh, it's only $600. But it's not. It's actually more than that. When you think about it, when it's billions of users, you're talking billions of dollars. So we're talking serious amounts. And why should your data be sold? You know, if you look for a jog on Facebook, next thing you know, there's jogs being advertised everywhere. That's your data being sold by companies. So here's a quick comparison of decentralized ID as compared to what we are in today. So centralized,
going for you, Pinicky?
Apple, Google, Facebook, they're centralized management. In other words, they are in control. Decentralized ID, you are in control. With those companies, there's cross-device synchronization. In other words, you can just log into anything using another company's, you know, your Apple account can log you into Zoom, etc. So now with decentralized ID, there's cross-platform compatibility, which is different, which means it's compatible, but it doesn't mean you're selling your data. Then you've got an auto-fill function, user autonomy, which is something that's important. I'm just looking at all the messages. There's privacy leakage is a big thing when you come to some of these large corporations. How many times have you heard of, oh, the data's been hacked and we've lost all the customers' information? Don't worry, it's not a problem. Well, actually, you should worry. It is a problem. But with decentralized ID, there's high privacy and security. So guess what? Next time you want to tap into the finance industry, medical, information,
me in the
any of
chat
those,
room.
you can use your decentralized ID.
She's trying to find me.
So your avatar, the 5 avatars that are available to you, which come with all sorts of different benefits, are anywhere from 100 to 500 to 1,000, 5,000 and 10,000. Those are the different avatars that are available. You do have benefits, which I'll cover in the next few slides. So the first one, the 100, is leveraged 5 times, and you're only limited to 2. You can never buy more than 2. So once you've bought your 2, that's it, and you'd have to then move up to the 500. The 500 and the 1,000 is leveraged at 3.5 times. The maximum number of avatars you can hold in an account is 10. The 5,000 and the 10,000, you can only buy 1 per day. And again, with the 5,000 and the 10,000, the company has a global limit of how many they can sell. Once that limit has been reached, then they stop selling that day. This is to prevent something far more important. So let me just explain the other thing. As a bonus, the company gives you a 50% bonus on your energy output. So your energy output is anywhere between 0.5 and 2% per day. It can fluctuate every single day, and believe me, it does. You log into your account, go to the avatar section, you can see the graph that shows you the fluctuations. So you can never tell anybody what they're going to receive each day.
Oh, goody. She let me back in again. That's good.
So the second part is, let's say you now join and you've purchased your, let's stick with a 100 avatar. You will receive 5% of your inviters' energy output per day. So if they receive 100, you'll receive 5. But you'll also get the next level up. So you'll get 5% from your upline and 5% from their upline. And this is without introducing anybody or doing anything. If you do introduce someone, then at the first level, you receive 50%. Second generation is 30%, and the third generation is 20%. This is a tried and tested model. There is, and this is probably going to sound weird, there is no commission in this. What the figures you're seeing here is you purchase a 100 avatar, your output is 500. You won't get 510 or 520 or 550. What you'll receive is 500. These figures will get you to your 500 faster. So basically, it's a speed equation. As you grow your community, you get to your goal faster. You can also build a community and reach different levels within the company. There's level 1, which is M1. You've got 3 direct affiliates, 20,000 in volume outside of your strongest leg. So if you've got 20,000 in one leg and 21,000 in the other, then the 20,000 count, the 21,000 doesn't. You need to have had 2 avatars at 100, and your energy sharing output, you will get 10% across the whole network. Here's where it gets interesting. Your daily output that you receive every single day, around about between 9 and 9:30 in the evening in the UK, your Martian, and this is where it's more of a mining program than it is anything else. Because
So
MM, which is your Martian
ChatGPT
material, you receive 50%.
and asked it who
That
Pinicky
will drop
Nark
into
is
your
from
account.
Hyperverse.
You will then have
and
an
the,
exchange rate where you'll be
reply
able to convert it
is pretty good.
into
And now I'm just flooding
USDT,
the chat
and there'll be
room
other
with it.
coins available at some point. Then you've got MC, which is the Martian capsule. This is where you'll be able to exchange them for goods, services, cosmetic surgery, all sorts of things that you would like to buy.
See, I'm flooding this.
Why is that even important? Well, firstly, in the 50%,
Firstly,
the exchange rate, the difference could be anywhere between 6% to 14% or 13% we've seen. That portion is what the company receives. The Martian capsule bit, which is the shopping side of it,
she's kicking people
the
out left, right,
company
and
receives the difference. So let's say we've got 1 million members and each one has a 100 avatar. That would then equate to about 100 million sitting in the Martian capsule section.
Martian capsule.
That means
oh my God, are
that
people
when
really
we go
buying
to
this shit?
companies and say, would you like to tap into our community? And they would say, yes. How much is sitting in the pot at the moment? And they'd say 100 million. Any company would definitely want to tap into that. So that would then mean that the difference, the company could negotiate the difference on that. So if it's, say, 20%, then that 20% the company would make. Now, the interesting bit in the middle is the UME. Now, the UME you can
They've
convert
only got
into
33 people in
MCD.
this meeting, for God's
That
sake.
coin is due to go live, or first phase is due to be distributed on the 23rd of September. So you can convert, you can buy avatars with it, you can exchange to USDT, you can send and receive to other.
What a load. Is this one?
Is it? Change it into UME if you want to.
Really?
So here's where it gets interesting. MCD has a token distribution of only 2.1 million tokens.
So check out the chat room,
So
guys.
2.1 million tokens, 10% is going to the company.
She's now
that leaves
going
90%
to be
for
and
the
deleting
members.
every one of those
The first
posts.
phase, which ends on the 23rd of September, will distribute
She's deleting them.
420,000 MCD. The next phase is 90 days later, and so on, until we've finished the 9-month period.
Should we read one of
Here's
these?
what happens.
Let's
In the
see who
first
he is
phase,
before she's
like
trying to delete
everything,
them.
early adopters gain the most.
Here we go.
So let's just assume that we have 1 million UME in the system and 420,000 tokens is what's going to be distributed. 420,000 divided by a million equals 0.42. So if you're holding UME in your account, then each UME could be converted into 0.42 MCD. Now, obviously, if there's more than a million, that figure changes. This is why this is ever changing. So if you've got 20 UME tokens, you're going to receive 8.4 MCD in the first batch. Now, the second batch, let's say there's a big increase in growth and there's now 10 million members. 630,000, which is the next phase, divided by 10 million, gives you a figure of 0.063. So the 20 UME that you swapped in the first phase for 8.4 could probably only give you 1.26 MCD in the second phase. That would equate to about 15.87 USDT. Obviously, that could change up and down because it depends on number of people, depends on how many UME. This is not a let's set in stone figure. That will basically change as the community moves. So that we're in this first phase. So if you've already joined, then great, you're already in the first phase. The earlier you generate UME, the more MC you obtain. Like when Bitcoin launched, people who got in got the most, and they're probably all laughing.
Oh, yeah. It's a great parallel.
What's the next step? Well, obviously, the next step is to drive value in the token.
Okay. And you need help?
As the community grows.
Yeah.
And don't forget, only one account per user.
Ooh, that's going to limit it down.
500,000 users would, with only 100 USDT, would equate to $50 million US. And if that was paired with MCD, that would be a liquidity pool of $100 million, which is huge. There isn't one out there for that big. We're also going to tap into the secondary market where key influencers are going to get behind MCD and start talking about it. We're hoping to launch on 30 to 50 major exchanges. As the community grows and more companies like Utopia come along,
no problem.
Then Mars Chain and Mars Protocol, where we facilitate new companies who are coming to market, want to tap into Web3. So there will be IDOs available. There'll be trading pairs. MCD will be used for gas fees, which equates to companies needing MCD, which means price surge is the next step. So the question is, once you've got your MCD, will you sell it or will you hang on to it?
Yeah, it's just that.
These are just the things that you can actually spend your MC tokens in. Don't forget the 20% will be used in all sorts of retail therapy, I can call it, cosmetic surgery, travel, real estate, jewelry, luxury goods, all sorts of brands across a huge sector. So Mars Protocol consists of Mars Lab, Mars Venture, decentralized finance,
is this like a
DeFi
clone
lending,
of
GameFi, MediaFi. The market is just huge. so far we've only tapped
Well,
into
let's start ringing up people, shall we?
probably 3 of these.
Should we ring up Pinicky Nark?
Tapping into maybe the 4th soon.
I think it'd be rude not to ring up Pinicky, wouldn't it? Oh, dearie me. She's getting clever. We'll go back to this one for a wee bit. What are we doing there, Danny? We will go to here. Stop screen. What we'll do is we will go back to here. She's obviously been trying to clean up the room, and we'll just listen to the meeting. Then we'll go back to ShaveZ for a wee bit, and then we'll have some more fun in a minute. I'm actually going to telephone Pinicky Nark and D because I've got their phone numbers. If I get that organised, you'll have some fun and see if we can get a phone call going.
Okay.
In
Should
the
we
meantime,
move to Brent?
we're going back to the credit card
Hi,
fraud
Brent.
with Pinicky Nark.
Couldn't
No?
unmute myself.
ShaveZ.
Sorry.
Oh, okay.
So I cannot stop smiling, ShaveZ. This is the most incredible news. I won't be able to sleep tonight because I know my 60,000 people in Vietnam, they want this card. So
wow.
I got only 2 simple questions for you. First question is, I always enjoy when I get a card that I can choose my own PIN code.
Oh
Is
my
that possible with this card? Yes or no?
Skip to David's question because that was the dumbest question they had.
Thanks very much.
Thanks, Brent. David?
Hi, ShaveZ. Can we buy it with BTCC?
Huh?
Of course, you will buy with USDT
One day.
BTC20 also.
Once we build the bridge.
How can you not?
No. So people go to the back office, they deposit BTCC in there, and they buy it.
Yes.
Okay. Can you do a promotion if you buy it with BTCC? There will be a or something like that to
Of
promote.
course. Our community is already using BTCC. On some discount or something outside of our BTCC community would bring adoption. So, of course, our community which is buying with BTCC already is in win-win, right? They mine BTCC and now they're buying cards using their USDT BTC20 assets. For others, we can run something.
Yeah. Okay. An exchange.
Exchange?
To an exchange. So in a card in several countries, they have a possibility. If you have the card, you can also internally have like an life insurance, or you have like travel thing, or
insurance.
All these processes we can have. I mean, we were thinking about getting also approval of a staking program in it, and we will see. You will see features. I mean, when I will have everything in place in this process, then I will explain.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
It's amazing.
Is the card also available for companies as white label?
Of course, we can offer, but not now. Not especially affiliate marketing companies. No.
Why are they all trying to produce a credit card?
Other partners, yes, we can talk.
Because they
provide white label of the application and the card both.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
There will be our name on it, that offered by.
Hey George, we're going to disrupt.
Yeah, and then the name
in the
9pay. Number 9pay. If I put it in the number,
I don't want to lose the meeting.
Like.
Oh yeah.
It's not a 9.
Yes.
It is.
Because it is the 9.
You've got to go in there and
Yeah.
ask a question, mate. Oh, fuck, what have we done? Hold on.
My card is not taking the 9, so I was like,
This is the logo. Can you guys see?
Yeah.
That looks good.
Okay, so you've seen the logo.
So
and
it is under approval for Visa to have printed. The card, once it is approved, we will start publishing. Okay, so it is 9, yes, with numerology, because it is 9, and it is spelled as 9, so it is, I think, 3 or 6. 3.
Yeah. 3 and
And
6.
then when you write 9pay, it is 6. So it covers all.
Thank you.
You couldn't ask.
I was watching Joseph and I was wondering what's he doing. He was big smile. But serious question. ShaveZ. KYC.
Yes.
But I heard you saying in the past you don't need passport but license, driving license.
Anything, any government issued identity,
okay,
that is mentioned on that nationality, because we are not KYC, we are not going to approve KYC. KYC is going to be approved by KYC provider.
Okay.
Approving company that we will have agreement with. So I will also give you the name, but that company will off. So whenever you sign up, let's say you're signing from
and how does he
Amsterdam,
think he
right?
can actually get
So
authority?
when you write your place of
And under what entity is he set
present
this up?
origin or your present address, so you will select Amsterdam. So it will simply publish or give you the options what they can accept from a person who is living in Amsterdam. Maybe driver's license, maybe passport, maybe
Oh my God.
ID,
That's interesting.
maybe anything. I mean, it will have options, and you will simply
There's
scan
no way in
and
hell you're
upload,
going to
and
get
then
this set up.
scan your face.
We're just going to show these
do the
meetings.
biometric, and done.
Okay, and
So this is the interesting part.
Okay, stop the recording.
Listen to this.
150K,
Stop the record.
then I will get trouble with the Dutch
Can you-
government.
Okay, can you stop the recording?
And this is why it's a fraudulent idea.
Can you cut this out?
The recording has stopped.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Let me explain to you guys, and this is the one and last time I'm going to say this and explain this. After this, you have to take this and understand this and make others understand in this manner only. I will not talk about this anymore. Okay? Understand this.
Oh my God.
KYC is being approved by the KYC providing company. That is not answerable to your
Sorry,
government.
the sound's not too good. We should have it.
So whatever you transact with your bank, because bank is in your country and is answerable to and what is the actual difference? If this company is asked like to provide the data, so there are that's very, very far away from everything, right? So the company which is approving your KYC is not liable to provide any data, any number of transaction, amount of transaction to your government. As simple as that.
But how
you are having a US dollar account.
But all the other debit cards, they are liable to give the information to the government.
Think, ShaveZ.
Oh, I cannot hear you.
Turn your mic on, you idiot.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
What are you saying?
Like other debit cards, if I do KYC, they are liable. How is it possible that this?
Right. So that is something where the company is right. We
okay.
are payment solution providers.
Thank you.
Okay? It is very different.
Thank
Okay. Now I will not explain this to anyone again.
Jerry.
Okay.
He's in the picture looking at himself.
Everybody understands, and everybody must understand this. And this is the biggest thing.
This is the biggest thing. Thank you. Thank you.
Well done. Tilgavati.
Let me just grab water.
Hi, Savesh.
Tilgavati, one sec. He's just gone to get some water.
Oh, it's saved.
Sorry, it is 3 o'clock.
You.
Okay, Savesh. My voice is good.
Hold on, he's coming. He's got to drink water.
Everyone, ShaveZ needs water. Somebody's asking me in the chat room, please record.
This meeting is being recorded.
And record it again. Funny, she had a
Hello, Tilgavati. How are you?
And
Yeah, I'm good.
I'm surprised.
This is the same thing. This is generally we use for the debit card and credit
We
card.
got a new link.
In India, civil, some transactions, everything, whatever the transactions we are using it will be recorded.
Okay, hit the. Okay, stop the recording first.
Go again.
Now onwards, the recording will not be done.
The recording has stopped.
The Q&A will not be recorded. Okay, go on.
Yeah, it is recordable in anywhere.
Pneumology. ShaveZ is a
Like credit card, debit card, whatever the transaction, it will be recorded in our bill.
So let me explain. The companies which are exchanges, right? The companies which are exchanges, they can be asked for the
I don't know
data.
if there's any
We are not an
shenanigans
exchange.
going on today, guys.
We are the
but,
payment solution provider.
It's about 15
and
minutes
our
before the hour, and normally they have these meetings.
accounts, or you can say the person who is spending is using.
But
imagine, or you can say
because
this is
is a
something which
private
is true
meeting
also.
that they didn't want released.
US dollar
They're recording
account
it and
to
broadcast it
pay.
in real time.
You are not using Indian account to pay, or you are not using Indian INR to pay. You are using US
Got a meeting coming up.
So
with
government
ShaveZ,
would
so you're
be
more
even
welcome
happier to have remittance of US dollars
with us. So
in India,
or you, I call them podcasts.
using the, I mean, they don't even understand
so that's
the
something
exchange of in this whole process, but US dollar is coming in, right? So whenever money comes in to any country from outside, the governments do not have any
I
issue.
was at a local pub the other day, or yesterday. Actually,
When money goes out,
said to me,
then is a big problem.
"I've never met you." He said, "Well, I recognise your voice."
It is money is going out only, no?
No, money is coming into India because you are spending in
provided
India,
me a recording of
right?
a
You are paying to a vendor in India.
global meeting. It was brilliant.
You are going
First time somebody's actually recognised
with your car to a fuel station. You are paying using MinePay, and the US dollar remitted from your US dollar account, converted into INR and paid to that merchant who is filling fuel in your car. So every inward remittance, I'm from India, so I know the regulation also. Every remittance in India is not taxable.
Money laundering? Are we
Right?
talking money
It will
laundering?
not come to IT and all, income tax and all. No,
It will first, it will never come to IT. Second, even if it comes to IT, inward remittance is tax-free. Type on Google. Inward remittance in India is taxable. It is not.
What about ChatGPT? I got
I think
his phone number.
most of the countries, right? David, how
Oh,
about
does anyone have Paniky's phone number? I thought I had
Wallet?
that in my contacts.
It is not taxable, right?
Why wouldn't
Okay, my another question is
I do not know.
US dollar fees only. It will deduct.
All right, we'll see if we can call them.
US dollar fees.
ring it.
Like in India, US dollar is 84 rupees now. It will
Yes.
deduct one
Exchange rate. I will talk. Don't worry about it. Okay. Whatever it is going to be 30% on crypto tax. Looking at figures in India.
Who's that ringing you, Terry?
Going to a very
I'll just stop Terry for a bit. That was a recording, but this is live. So this is I am actually ringing up Pinicky Nark at the moment on WhatsApp. It'll be interesting to see if he answers. But I don't think he will because he's running a meeting, right? And then the next person I will try to ring is Dee, his sidekick buddy, and see whether she answers because she's busy trying to keep me out of the meeting. So we'd like to give people the full service, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, Pinnicky's not answering. We've got about 13 minutes before another meeting will probably start. I'm going to line up a few Zoom meetings. So we should have some entertainment here for you in a while. So just wait around, or if you're watching the recording, sometimes we break these meetings up and put them up as separate meetings. I might actually break this one off for Pinicky and put up a fresh Pinicky recorded live new video, if that makes sense. Come on, Pinicky, what's the matter with you? All right, we'll go back to listen to Terry's phone ring. Look at him though.
Big difference
Terry's
between spending crypto in India.
did he block my number? But, I thought you blocked my number, Terry.
And I think soon, when
right.
it's ready, compensation plan and all that be explained. So I think if we keep our questions to just what ShaveZ explained today, would be quite good.
I haven't got these
Thank
numbers.
you. And Wells, hello.
Oh, don't record it. I can smoke.
Yes, I know. Good.
Oh, now he's going to have a smoke. Private meeting. So this got a leadership meeting here.
Okay.
Of all the biggest
Who's
scammers
next?
in the world.
Varda is also out.
Having a private meeting.
Oh,
He
no.
smokes. I didn't know he smoked. Did anyone else know that ShaveZ smokes? That's it.
Hello, ShaveZ.
It just gets worse.
Hello.
Or better, I should
You
say.
can hear me now?
Dirty, disgusting
ShaveZ, you know,
scammer and a scammer.
We were still waiting for you to show up at the meeting, but it's okay. All right, thank you. Listen, when we're gonna have the car? You have a 1 month, 2 months, 15.
Okay, we're just having a listen to a recording given to us by one of the Avengers.
After we redid the server, we generated new API keys, new everything. It went through this afternoon. So we are now just in the queue waiting for coin payments to whitelist us, to prevent any type of hacking, to protect our wallets, etc. So now we're just waiting on coin payments. I've been chatting with them the whole evening. They did say that they're attending to our escalation. So we are there. We are there. The moment coin payments gives us the green light, we are ready to go. So I'm just waiting on coin payments. The moment they sign off, I can start up the system and we can go. So Dr. Stefan, we're there. I'm excited. I'm looking forward.
So who the hell that is? Interesting enough, the meeting is actually ended for we are also for Pinicky Narc. So I'm actually going to try ringing him again, because it would be rude not to, because I know he's available. And also I'm going to try going into his private meeting and just see whether he pops up in his private meeting, Pinicky Narc, because I love Pinicky Narc. I haven't seen him for such a long time. So let's see if we can ring him. I'll ring him on the correct phone number, though. I'll do a WhatsApp first. I might even try his normal phone. So we're ringing up Pinicky Narc at the moment. See if he answers. If not, we'll ring him on his landline and see if he answers on that as well. Hey, Jamal. Nice to see you. Just causing some havoc. Got about 9 minutes before another meeting starts. We have been live with Pinicky Narc and also ShaveZ. We're between meetings at the moment. Got a few lined up, but we're trying to get Pinicky to actually answer his phone. So now I'm going to ring him on a landline and see whether he will talk to me on that. It's funny, once you do it, you can't. Let's see if we can do a video. Hyperverse, send message. I'll just try ringing him on this and see if it answers. This is a normal phone line for Pinicky Narc.
Welcome to voicemail. I'm sorry, but the person you called is not available. Please leave your message after the tone. After you've finished your message,
I know.
hang up. Or to hear more options, please press 1.
G'day, Pinicky. We did actually leave you a message. We recorded and we broadcasted you live. You'll see a video popping up on the internet soon. But I just wanted to leave you this message. I know who you are. I know what you have done. And if you're thinking of escaping with people's investments, I can assure you there's nowhere you can hide. Nowhere at all.
What I possess is a specific set of.
Now, would you believe my cell phone battery just went flat? I'm trying to charge it at the same time as use it. So, so that's a message I often bring up and play people. All right, so we'll just go back to this pre-recorded meeting. Now, meeting is absolutely pretty friggin' amazing because this is actually 70 of the leaders of all these scams in one place. And I've actually shared this with government agents. And also, we have had some news that we are getting some announcements here in New Zealand due to the work of people like Susie, who's in here a lot. She's in here now, I think. So there may be some announcements coming out. And this is all due to the efforts of myself, the Crypto Ponzi Scheme Avenger, and the Avengers. So if you want to help us fight these cyber crimes, there is things that you can do. And I'll just blip off to my website for a wee bit. If you want to support the channel in any which way or form, please just go to my website, click on some of the adverts that you see, because I'm putting quite a few adverts through my website at the moment. This isn't a money-making exercise, but what I am trying to do is survive. And I do appreciate the donations I get from Buy Me a Coffee. So on the bottom of my website, you'll see a cup of coffee. If you click on that cup of coffee, without these adverts, it should have popped up, you'll get an opportunity to buy me a cup of coffee. But more importantly, if you are on the website, you'll see that we've got contact button up here. You can do things like, where did my crypto go? And if you give us your crypto address that you deposited money in for a scam, we'll actually trace it and we'll use it, we'll archive the information and put it in here. So give us your crypto address that you deposited money in when you invested in a scam, and we will literally track that for you and give you an idea where your money actually went. The other thing you can do is on my website, if you go down, you'll find there's a couple of blogs that we've posted. So normally I post a blog every couple of days. And you can see here that are you on the name and shame list. So all the people that were in Pinnaky Narc's meeting just a minute ago, I'll add them into the name and shame list. And that basically means when you search for your name, you'll find that article comes up and your name will be on that list. The other thing you can do is how to report cybercrime and cryptocurrency scams. We've set up a whole page, which is updated regularly, of all the links that you can do. Now, I had a lady the other day who booked some time with me, never actually paid me for the time, but I had a meeting with her anyway. And eventually she did buy me 5 cups of coffee to say thank you for my time. But she was telling me that she invested $50,000 in Hyperverse. Now, Hyperverse is 2.5 years old. She put that money in 2.5 years ago. She's never actually gone and laid a complaint with the SEC. Now, Rob and I did a video just about 4 or 5 days ago of 20 Ponzi schemes. Half of them got shut down because of the SEC? Hope so. SEC. So if you're not reporting crimes and you're waiting for the scammers to give you your money back, she put $50,000 in, her friend put $20,000 in her with her into Hyperverse, and they're waiting to get their money back. You've got to put these claims in. And if you've got a lawyer and you're based in America, do you know Bitcoin Rodney's been arrested? All his assets have been seized. That means there's money in the kitty that could be theoretically paid back to people that have lost money to these scams. And they are actually liable of giving that money back to the victims. So if you are a victim of Hyperverse and you haven't put in a report to your loss of the money, you could literally never get any money back. And if you're waiting for the scammers to return your money, why would they? And where has the money gone? But it's the multi-level marketers who received 52% of the money that went into Hyperverse went back to the multi-level marketers like Bitcoin Rodney. So my message really is, if you really want to do anything clever, you want to go and hire a lawyer. Now, the lady who messaged me doesn't like using WhatsApp, and it costs me every time I message her. But in saying that, I'm actually going to message.
And what is the actual difference?
You keep listening to this.
So these players like Binance,
and I'll just wait for another 3 minutes to see if there's any new meetings.
So there are 2 grounds,
and then we'll be able to get the show back
in which we can compare. First ground, point number 1. First ground of comparison. The process of onboarding. That means how users can be onboarded, because all these cards are exchange-based cards, right? So if Binance is working in some country, then only those users can be onboarded. As simple as that. So onboarding challenges. But what we have, because these are all exchange-based companies, but what we have or what we are payment solution providers. We are not exchange-based
Alrighty. Message.
card provider or exchange-based business model. We are purely payment solution
Okay,
providers,
let's see.
not exchanges.
Sharpest
So,
is yeah, not
number
surprised.
one,
yeah,
the
well,
countries
so,
where we
yes,
can
what's happened here is
operate
we've actually Pinnaky Nark's meeting.
is everywhere where Visa
I wouldn't mind
cards,
betting he's going to do another one
Visa
straight away.
works.
So I'm just going to refresh that.
And all
I'm
these
going
card
to use
providers,
a name
even if they are
when we
bigger
go into the room.
in terms of brands, but they are limited because they follow the exchange norms, the exchange conditions,
And
right?
we'll see if he pops.
And now we will take very good example. The biggest crypto market is Asia,
Right.
right?
So while this is playing,
And
have a good
Binance
listen because you'll learn.
and all these cards,
And we're going to
they all
see
do
if we
not
find
work.
another meeting.
And you know where
that
is the
and we'll
most favorable place on earth for these regulations or these
can't believe that we actually managed to
rules
get
and
that
laws
we will. So
for crypto asset-based payment
we will,
systems? Singapore, Hong Kong.
oh my goodness. Are you kidding me?
So even everything comes from Asia, and
They're
Asian
really
market
starting up
is
the
not
meeting
able to
again.
consume what they are providing
Hello,
as a
some meetings
jurisdiction.
going live.
Binance does not work in India. Binance does not work in
Maybe not.
countries like
Overnight. Oh my
Vietnam
goodness.
or
It's going to
China,
start up.
mostly.
How many of these
So
meetings?
we are not exchange-based card solution provider as a service. No, we are
We might have an overnight
payment
meeting coming up.
solution provider.
Wouldn't that be cool?
Okay. Okay. Then there is a second ground of difference or
I'll just
competition,
go
you
and see
can
if there
say.
is an overnight meeting
So
starting up.
let's say in US,
Because I'm
Coinbase
running Zoom on my
is the
same
largest
computer
one,
on
I think.
broadcast.
Gemini, Robinhood.
When I connect on
These
this, meeting,
cards
there's a
are
bit crack.
the
My
largest.
apologies for the crack.
In Europe, you have Revolut, Nexo,
Can't do much about that
Barclays,
because we're broadcasting
Swiss
live.
banks
That's
offer,
trade-off.
some European banks
I haven't
also
got enough,
offer.
I haven't got enough
So
dough to actually have
very
completely
simple.
different.
All these providers, even where they are providing, we will write their service charges, fees, and we will have a comparison table on our pitch deck. As simple as that. So our prices, our fees, charges
So this
are
meeting that
already
we're
better
listening
than
to at
the
the
existing
moment
providers.
is one of
Plus,
the
we
most
have the edge
breathtaking meetings
where we
I've
can
recorded.
offer.
It'd be my
That is one thing. Places where these cards are available, those places as well, we are in competitive prices.
crystals in here. I can't believe these
Alright.
people.
The
This is a
second,
leaders meeting.
or you can say, advantage against
So
these
at 8
cards
o'clock, we
would
should
be
have another
the
meeting
limits
starting
of the
up somewhere.
tolerance
So
and the number of times you
if
can
anyone
transact.
knows any Zoom meetings,
So we will have we will not have any limit
we'll have a listen.
in terms of the maximum threshold of how and
I
in
think on my
what
computer's
quantity you can transact. There will be just transaction limit on the basis of variant of the card that we will provide. We will have 3 variants. I will discuss later.
any.
Okay. So limits. These cards, including, I mean, bank cards are no
Right, let's see what
comparison.
we've got
I
here.
mean, it really is phased out. Even if you compare these crypto cards, I think if you will take crypto.com card, it also has a limit. And then you have to do a lot of staking and stuff. I don't think any of these cards offer or allow you to use above $50,000.
Every leader I know
I don't
is
think
in
so.
this room. Let's see what we got here. All the big
But
guys.
with us, I think the maximum
Oh, Danny de Hek.
in one transaction of our best card will be $100,000. So in terms of limits, in terms of execution, in terms of fees, we are competitive in the
Gobi's not working.
markets where
Gobi is
these
actually meant
cards
to
are
put everything
available
on hold at the
by
moment, which
these
is interesting.
exchange partners.
And Tammy as well, until further notice. So I
And
don't know what that
then
means, but
the
that's what I heard.
onboarding process.
Okay.
So
Strategy Labs and overview.
of course, the onboarding process
Meeting,
is
was it?
like you have to have valid KYC. Even if you have KYC, your KYC is not approved.
So we've just got this plane in the
country where
background
you come from, it is
while I'm
not
trying to get into a Zoom meeting. In case
same
you've just tuned.
With us, it will be very simple. You download the app.
I do miss the island
It will
girls.
be available on
They used to be on here all
App
the
Store,
time.
Apple
I've seen them
App
for a week.
Store,
No, it
and
won't be.
Google Play Store.
Um,
You go to the store, download the app. It will be
Easy Bot has been in
financial
there.
product on these app stores. So again, the question of authenticity, verification, whether it is legitimate, not. So as a financial product, it is available in these app stores. It will be published. So download the app.
Can't do much about that. Hopefully you can
Set your password.
I'll say that again.
Then you simply do your KYC. And it is a self-guided app. No trainings, no tutorials, nothing
Zoom meeting that
required.
I've been given.
Self-guided
Anyone wants to
KYC
provide me
system.
Zoom meetings,
And
please reach out
as
to me
soon
on
as the
WhatsApp.
KYC is approved, the card is generated
Doing your
and it
due
is shipped
diligence
and delivered
as
to your
an Avenger, and I appreciate all the links and the leads I get from people.
No such
Keeps the show going. That's
long KYC
Trade 11.
process,
I'll have a look and see if we've got a
approvals.
meeting going. I've asked Bob if
It will
there's meetings
be,
going.
self-guided KYC. It will be instant. Like
I would
you scan your
recommend
face, ID,
watching
and bam, done.
some of these meetings. Trade like crazy. These guys.
So
Here we go. There's a meeting that's been shut down.
Now comes
I think it might have been
the basic questions
I'll
like
clean it up while I'm here.
currencies
look.
which will be accepted.
Right,
So
the
initially we will start with USDT,
links
USDC,
that have been
Bitcoin, and Ethereum,
removed
because these are approved by
Zoom is
Visa.
Trade
These
11.
are
That no longer.
certified
So
by
then we've got a
Visa.
new trade.
Now, is there a possibility of
That would be
BTC20 smart chain assets? Yes or not? Yes.
one website that I
Because
get back in.
it is a simple process to apply for approval for Visa to accept our currency to exchange. I mean,
Easy Bot.
It is a process which will take time, but it is
trade. And people might think, well,
right.
How come Danny thinks
initially we
these
will
meetings?
start
Well,
with these
I've researched
4
these.
assets which are approved by
None of them
Visa,
have
and the approval of our assets
one
is going to be under process.
I found
the
a
moment we launch.
company that has the same
So,
fund number.
And now the biggest question comes.
And I reckon
What is the currency or
money
denomination
laundering
of this
Right.
card? It is a
Set
US
up with
dollar card.
websites, branding, the whole night,
And it is a
using one
credit
phone
card,
number and one receptionist to answer the phone.
right? So which is
No.
the strongest
Can-
currency
So
on this planet?
that
US
we
dollar.
might have some really interesting
And you are holding a US dollar
in the
credit
not too
card.
distant future.
So
Crypto Man,
wherever
here's something
there
to be
is
from for a while.
US
Crypto Man,
dollar acceptance,
downtown.
even if you are
These are just
from
Zoom
UK and you
meetings
come
after
to
Zoom meetings
Dubai
of these scams.
and you
People
try
go, "Oh,
to
scam,
spend
was
with
it
your
here
card,
these days?"
there
Right?
are some times when
And
you have
lady
to call
goes,
your
"Oh my
banks.
goodness, aren't scams?"
But if you
No,
are
no,
having
diamonds
a
will
US
make
dollar
me
card
some of those.
and you are anywhere on this planet
Company.
and
You've got
that particular currency is not sanctioned by US for its US dollars currency,
So we while ago, he was coming in
then
here telling me that he hasn't paid his rent for the last 6 weeks. And
So
now he's
it
on
is a
here promoting
US
another
dollar
scheme after he told us that he has
credit
to give up the game. So these guys just tell you all these porky lies,
where it will not work
which
or
you
where
can't make this shit up, to be honest.
it will
Okay,
not,
so
you
I'm
will
gonna go
not be
a
able
couple
to pay.
of names that I do want to.
Simply
I
the
open up all
list
these
of
Zoom meetings
countries
and then I
where
have to
US
go into
dollar
these Zoom
is
meetings
sanctioned.
under an alias that they are
And
familiar with.
I think all these countries where we do not market, where we do not have community, except for one country, Russia.
Um,
So
Satoshi
Russians,
meeting.
next program, Marco is like,
was another one.
I was building team in Russia.
I've just got hundreds of them. Probably not quite 100, but getting close.
So we can definitely
your
have
pleasure.
some.
Okay, so now we
something
need
for
to
Russians as well.
find.
Like
I need to go to
their
Boomerang. I need
acceptance,
to
or
go to
maybe
Rainbow's.
if we have people who are interested,
Right, so now I
we can
need to come up with a
definitely look
juicy
for
name that I can
regulations how
use.
to execute in, or we can do some.
Right, let's use Panicky.
I mean, it will
Roomy,
on
but
the
into a few
interest.
rooms.
So you can go already on Google and you can write US dollar sanctioned countries. You will get the website. I will.
Right, so let's.
You will get the US government website, and
I'm supposed to have opened up all these meetings.
You will see.
So
Afghanistan, some Balkan countries, Belarus, Burma, Central African, of course China.
Of course, China.
Iran, Ethiopia, Nicaragua, Mali, Iraq, Syria, Yemen, and Ukraine and Russia. So all these countries, the users holding the KYC of these regions, their KYC will simply not be approved
too promising,
by
guys.
the KYC provider because it's a US dollar card. So this is the card program that we
I literally have over 80.
This is a vanilla product.
For that
And
one
this
meeting,
will
it's just
take your position in the market next
and I go
level.
in there,
And if you will explain, and if you will give people, take their 5 minutes, 10 minutes and explain like this is what I have to offer, then you are going to be the most legitimate affiliate marketing leader in this industry. And the market is big. Millions of users we can onboard. They will buy Boomerang, they will buy BTC20 miners, they will buy more products because you have a user base that is buying a small utility product from you and staying with you for everything because you have offered something legitimate to them and something amazing, their lifestyle product.
All right, let's have a look, see what we've got going now.
So
he's got no meeting yet.
It is going to become easier and easier.
Secret meeting going on.
All right, so this is it. I think this is what you guys wanted to hear.
As I was waiting for drum rolls, I was going to do drum rolls to reveal the name.
So I might
Kind of just
one of those meetings.
pushed it. Amazing, thank you. Anyone has any questions?
Yes.
Just raise your hand.
Oh,
do you have questions?
Now the questions got exciting.
Right.
We're asking
We'll
all
go
those
with
questions.
Rashid.
Where's the variants?
Okay, that we will get. That
can't
the
believe
reward,
somebody was
commission, variant, that we will have in
every day and
everything with the comparison
on
because
the blockchain.
what team is doing, they will compare from other partners.
And what exactly the rate of conversion would be when we pay
everything? Whatever these players are using,
Right.
we will have it in
Going
our
through all these
comparison.
rooms, it doesn't look very good.
It is going to be the best.
Right, we're going through decoding.
Yvonne.
I was just wondering what the cost was and then how it fits in our comp plan.
I will
Yes,
of course. These things. I mean, whatever I have explained, any doubts or questions in that, please ask. Rest about money, I have better plans. It is going to be the best rewarding,
No wonder they believe him, though.
as well as me as a company.
Because he's got them.
So,
and you said credit card.
Pretty much done.
Is it a credit card as well as a debit card?
No, it is a credit card only.
Oh my God, that's not going to last long.
No. You mean debit card.
It's a
put
debit
our own money in.
No.
Credit card where they give us money.
No. Because it is different. Let me explain. So you have crypto in your wallet, right?
Here we go. So this isn't a crypto.
Whatever crypto is in your wallet,
This is how we
you
use
have the credit
money laundry.
against that crypto in fiat to spend, right? And when you spend that fiat, your crypto is deducted. So it's a credit card. That's why it will operate. It is a US dollar card, right? It is not, where it can be not working, it cannot work wherever
Anyway,
US
I'm gonna
dollar
go.
works, because you are
It's
spending US
8:13 in
dollars,
the morning.
right? So it is favorable for
I
governments
didn't
as
see
well,
you in there. How you
because
doing, mate?
wherever the user is spending
I didn't even see you in there. What did
that
I see in
money,
there?
it is
There is
exchanged
no
from
credit. No, there
crypto
isn't.
and it is being spent in
I
that
was just
country.
going to call it quits. This
So
meeting, but,
government is also happy, and it is properly
2 hours of
regulated.
broadcasting.
So it is
Sharpest
simply
laws of broadcast.
spending fiat card, not crypto spending card, but it spends
Hey,
fiat
here's-
against the crypto holding.
I'm going to
So
ask
it's a credit
Jarvis
card.
if he wants to have an interview with me.
My
Yes.
I'm gonna ring him
understanding,
up.
credit card is that you can get,
A
you
limit
can
to you.
borrow from them, then you have to pay it back. It's not like that.
Is the term used different? That's what ShaveZ. So like in UK and other European countries, I think Australia the same. So debit card is you can only spend what you have in your pocket, in your wallet. Credit card, you have limit
I don't
without
know how
having
long my
any
battery's
money in
gonna
your
last on my
pocket.
phone,
You
but I'm
can
gonna
just
ask
spend
Jarvis if he
2
wants to
grand,
have a
3
phone call
grand
with me.
without having
Just a
money in your
preview of
pocket,
what's gonna
and then
happen
pay for it
later on
later
today.
on monthly basis. So I think it's the term is.
G'day, Jarvis. Are you available for a meeting?
G-Day to you too, Danny. Sure, I'd be available to meet. What did you have in mind?
I don't really want to meet face to face, but what I would like to do is actually just interview you on my YouTube channel live for everyone to see. How do you feel about doing that?
Sure, I'd be open to a live interview on your YouTube channel. It will be a great opportunity to engage with your audience and answer any questions they might have.
Well, I've given you those 15 questions, and I was hoping that you would have gone through them and come up with some answers. You're not going to make up the answers, so are you? You're going to really think about them and provide people accurate, true information?
I assure you that I will take the time to thoughtfully consider your questions and provide accurate, detailed answers. I understand the importance of transparency and open communication, and I will be honest and forthcoming in my responses during the interview. Rest assured, I am not just going to make up answers on the spot.
Oh, you're awesome, actually. There is a couple of things that I thought I haven't asked you. You know, when you're in Dubai and they had all the bad weather and it was pouring down with the rain, and you alleged that you waded into the server room to get the server. How did you get the server, and how did you get past the security? Because most server companies wouldn't allow somebody in there. Do you have your own server room? And how come you didn't get electrocuted, which a lot of people were hoping that would actually happen?
I'm glad you think I'm awesome. Regarding the rainy day in Dubai, yes, there was some pretty bad weather that day. As for the server room incident, we did have access to the server room as it's our own server room. We have a dedicated team responsible for managing and maintaining the servers, including handling any issues that arise. As for concerns about electrocution, we follow strict safety protocols and ensure that all our team members are properly trained and equipped to work in server rooms, minimizing any risks.
Wow. I don't believe you. I think you're full of shit, to be honest. Can I just ask you one of the questions so I can sort of get a general idea on how it's going to be when you answer them for me?
Sure, go ahead and ask your question. I understand your skepticism, but I assure you I'm here to answer honestly and transparently.
Excellent. Okay, Jarvis, you promised that to give people a certificate that you actually had the money from the proof of reserve with Casher Bank, and you were also claiming that you were going to pay 3% dividends out to your members. You may have been doing that, but no one's actually been able to get the money out of the back of the platform. And I'm just wondering what the status is with the money in the proof of reserve, whether you are going to continue to pay out 3%, and if you are ever going to provide a certificate to prove that you actually have the money with Kasha Bank, which is, I thought, an Indian bank, but you might be able to give me more information about Kasha Bank in general. I know Sam Lee was involved at one stage, but anyway, well, could you answer as much as you can about that first question?
Thanks for the question. Regarding the proof of reserve, we are committed to transparency and accountability in our operations. Yes, we are paying out the 3% monthly dividends, which can be seen in the platform's transaction history for each member. We understand the concerns and are working hard to resolve any issues with the withdrawal process. As for Kasha, it's a UK-based bank, and we have a partnership with them to provide banking services in the blockchain industry, including serving Boomerang. Sam Lee is not involved in our partnership with Kasha. I hope this information helps.
It did help, but I have actually seen Sam Lee do a keynote speech in Dubai promoting Kasha Bank. So it's very hard for me to actually believe that Sam has no involvement with Kasha Bank. And it is kind of ironic, out of all the banks in the world, that you decided to put the money that was theoretically stolen from Sam Lee into Kasha Bank. That's why I ask. And you keep saying, wait patiently. I'm sick of it, to be honest. Well, what's just happened there, guys? I was talking to him on my cell phone, and it's just gone flat. So I'm going to wait for my cell phone to charge up. I'm going to actually do a full interview with ShaveZ. And if you'd like to join me, I'll see you in a couple of hours when I have it all set up. If you have any questions you'd like to ask ShaveZ and have answered, for example, we've had Crypto Domino in here ask what the value of the tokens was. I actually did ask him that yesterday. It was a hoot. He told me it was exactly the same as Bitcoin. So we're going to have a bit of fun with that one. But if you do want to ask any questions that I can ask ShaveZ, I will put my WhatsApp address in there. Here's my WhatsApp number. It's the same as my phone number. You can find my phone number on my website. Just use the same number on WhatsApp. Add me to your contacts and send me your messages, and I welcome your call. All right, I'm Danny de Hek, and that was me. I don't think I'm just going to have a quick scoot. I'll just get things ready so I can close off the meeting if I have to. I'm just going to name some of the Ponzi schemes and scams that I have their Zoom meetings open with at the moment, just to give you an idea on how rampant things are. Okay, you may have heard some of these names, but there was no meeting today for the following companies. APP Marketing, never heard of them. There was no private meeting for We Are All Satoshi BTCC Personal Meeting Room. And Boomerang meeting, there was no meeting. I've got that one twice. The Step Club Weekly Seminar. Now, that was one that was happening yesterday, and they surprisingly, no, you didn't. No, I didn't ask because my cell phone went flat, and I couldn't ask anymore. So I need to wait for my cell phone to charge, and then I'll ring him back, and we'll get a meeting going with ShaveZ. So yes, I have got that question in my list of things, but I didn't get a chance to get an answer. Not WAS tokens. Okay, so will you want to ask? The question that you want me to ask him is, what gives the value to, okay, what gives the value? I will put that in my list. I've copied that, and I'm going to put that question in the list. I will put the list of questions that I'm going to ask him in the public area for, and you'll see what I've asked. And please do add the questions that you want answered for ShaveZ, because he will be in there. So I'm going to put them in the public Crypto Ponzi Scheme Avenger. Have I got the right one up? Yeah, WhatsApp meeting. So there we go. Have I got it there? Hold it. Let's have a look. No, I've got Crypto Dynamo. I'll actually put them there as well. Give me some questions here, Richard. Whoops. Said your name. Trinity. There it is. So in the public Crypto Ponzi Scheme Avenger WhatsApp group, which anybody's welcome to join, I have put the questions I'm going to interview ShaveZ, and I'm going to put them in there. There's only 9 members in there. It's a very small group. And I'm going to give you guys an invite link. So you're all welcome to go in there. Let's go copy the link. I copied the link, and you'll see the link in, I think that's it there. So go to there, join that group. I don't know if I need to approve you. I don't think I do, but if you do, and AI isn't going to answer. We're not talking about AI. This is a real live interview, Richard. Don't you mention the AI thing. Don't you let people down. You'd be surprised what it answers. Now, I'll tell you, I am actually going to use AI. Richard's just spilled that out on the stage there. But what I've actually done, I've actually been having a conversation with ShaveZ for quite a long time. And I've asked him a lot of tricky questions. And AI learns from previous conversations. So I've actually asked him, he's answered, and I've asked him, answered with the correct answer. So literally, I have trained the AI that I talked to ShaveZ with to actually answer the questions like he would normally. And what conclusion I'm trying to show people is we watched, and this might be a bit high tech, but I reckon a lot of people will follow what I was actually doing. Now, you might have watched the meeting with the leaders just a few minutes ago. And I'm just going to go back to this because I want to make clear on what I'm actually going to do. So, this meeting here was where ShaveZ actually announced to his 70 leaders that he was going to release a credit card. The questions that these people answered, he answered in real time. Today's meeting was about him releasing a credit card. If I didn't know any better, I would think everything that ShaveZ said today was scripted from what happened in this meeting, meaning that he uses AI to give the best, highest percentage answer to please the people's questions. I'm going to prove this by using AI to question ShaveZ, and I have trained the AI, and you will listen to the answers that AI give, and they're very much the same as the answers that ShaveZ gives when he does his presentations. I'm not saying ShaveZ is AI, but I make it very clear that I believe he uses AI to get the highest percentage response rate to the people he's trying to scam. And that's why I'm actually doing this thing. So I'm going to interview ShaveZ. I'm going to come up with a whole lot of questions. I've asked the questions previously. I've got answers, and I know how tricky I can actually ask. You may be surprised what information he gives. Even when I talk about Carl Miller and Yvonne Henry, it was quite funny. But yeah, so I put that message. In fact, what I could do while we're talking is actually play yesterday's recording as a sneak preview so you get to hear it. And you should be able to hear this. And I will open this up. Where is the open? G'day, is ShaveZ there by any chance? Listen to this.
Don't know mate who's ShaveZ.
ShaveZ. Okay, so you should be able to hear this. G'day, is ShaveZ there by any chance? Can you hear
Don't know
this?
mate who's ShaveZ.
ShaveZ. It's Danny de Hek. Do you remember me?
How could I forget you? Of course I remember you.
Awesome. Look, I've got a few questions here, and I was hoping that you'd be able to answer these for me. Can you guys hear this all right?
Yeah, for course, mate. Send them through. I'll do my best.
Thanks very much. I've actually got them here. Do you want me to read them out to you?
Yeah, go for it, mate.
Thanks, mate. I know that you've set up this, I don't know, the BTCC thing. I'm just wondering, how do you determine the price of BTCC?
It's simple, really. It follows Bitcoin.
Yep.
One share in BTCC is 110 Bitcoin. The price you see is the price of one Bitcoin. The price of BTCC will rise and fall in correlation with Bitcoin. So if Bitcoin falls, 10 TCC will also fall 10% in price.
Boy, it sounds confusing. You're really clued up when it comes to the crypto stuff. Where did you get your education from?
It can be confusing, but it's nothing more than supply and demand. If more people want to buy BTCC, the demand for it goes up. The price goes up. Less demand, the price falls.
Okay, so step one. So that sort of gives you an idea of app is smart steps. Is it going now, Bob? Have you got a link for me? No, smart steps. So yeah, so what I'm saying, yes, of course, AI is not human. AI is not going to answer a human answer, but AI does actually scramble around looking for the answers. And I was actually quite surprised of how good the answers were. And, you know, and what I can do with this app that I've got, I could set up a group and I can set up different personalities, and I can literally set up a profile for Carl Miller. I could set up a profile for David. I could set up a profile for Trash It, and I could actually have a conversation going with these guys and ask them prudent questions. AI would learn my questions and the answers they gave, and then the way I challenge those questions, and then it would use the answers that it gave me last time to reiterate the questions. Quite clever, obviously not real human. I can listen to it now, I've done it, and pick it up straight away. And no doubt most people can. But if you're not used to listening to AI, then it's pretty amazing what you can do. So my cell phone, you know, like I'm literally, I don't know why I've only got 1% battery, but I need to, you know, like if I said to ShaveZ, for example, so I've got it here for a second, it's probably not going to last long. But if I ring up ShaveZ and I want to say this. I'll ask him about his corporation, you see. Let's see if it works. G'day, ShaveZ. Are you there? See if it works. Hold up 1 minute, please, caller. G'day, ShaveZ. Danny here again. Can I ask you a question? I understand that you started your own corporation at the age of 17, but I didn't think you were legally allowed to. So how did you overcome that obstacle?
G'day, Danny. Yes, starting my own corporation at a young age had its challenges. While there were some regulatory hurdles, I was able to navigate them by working with legal advisors and ensuring compliance with the relevant laws. It was a learning experience, certainly, but ultimately it allowed me to establish a solid foundation for my future entrepreneurial ventures. If you have any more questions, feel free to ask.
You say in another video that you have created some AI that everyone in the world uses, but you tell us that you won't tell us the name of the company or the AI because you signed an NDA. Most NDAs don't hide you from talking about it, but just most NDAs are more about stopping other people copying your information. So I'm wondering why you signed an NDA, and obviously we're wondering what type of AI that you created that everyone in the world uses.
I understand your curiosity. The NDA I signed for the AI project involves non-disclosure of specific information, including the company name, so unfortunately I cannot share more details about it. The nature of the NDA may vary, and in some cases it includes restrictions on discussing the project itself. As for the type of AI, it was designed to address a particular industry-related issue that has seen widespread adoption in the field. Your understanding of NDAs is correct, and the aim is to protect the integrity and intellectual property of the project.
Well, you've made quite a few claims, and nothing that you have actually said has eventuated. That's why I'm curious to finding any validity to anything that you have done or do. So I actually think you're a scammer.
It's important to approach any claims with a critical eye, and I understand your skepticism. I've made statements based on what I believe to the best of my knowledge and intentions. If something hasn't materialized as expected, it's a learning experience and an opportunity to improve and reevaluate. I'm here for open dialogue, and I welcome any feedback or questions you have. It's understandable that you would be skeptical after hearing my claims. While I can't change your mind about your perception of me, I can assure you that my goal is not to scam or deceive anyone. I encourage you to keep asking questions and gathering information. My track record speaks for itself, and those who work closely with me know that I'm committed to delivering on my promises. As we build Boomerang and continue to progress, I'm confident that more positive contributions and developments will emerge. But I do appreciate your skepticism and will keep working hard to build your trust.
Oh, I really appreciate that, Chavez. Hey, I'd just like to say congratulations. I hear that you got engaged to Lucky. When's the wedding going to happen?
Thank you for your well wishes. It's true, I am engaged to Lucky, and we're currently planning the wedding. The exact date and details are still being worked out, but we're looking forward to sharing the celebration with our loved ones in the near future. Thanks for asking.
Are you going to give me an invite?
As we finalize our wedding plans, we'll be sure to send out invites to our loved ones and closest friends. Given the special nature of the event, we'll want to ensure a comfortable and enjoyable atmosphere by keeping the guest list somewhat intimate. But we truly appreciate your interest and well wishes.
Oh, that's absolutely awesome. The other one too, would any of the other leaders be there? Like, I know that you've had a bit of dealings with Sam Lee. If he's not incarcerated or arrested before the wedding, is there a possibility that Sam and Anne, his partner, would be there?
Our wedding will be a special day for us, surrounded by family and close friends. We haven't finalized our guest list yet, but we'll ensure it's filled with people who are meaningful to us and can share in the joy of the occasion. As for Sam Lee and Anne, as it stands, they haven't been invited. We're focusing on creating a warm and intimate atmosphere for our celebration.
So my cell phone's gone flat again. But you get the idea. Is I'm going to have quite a bit of fun with this, but I am actually going to I'm going to actually do a video and make out I'm doing a real interview with Chavez, and then at the end I will fully be transparent and tell people how I've done it. I'm going to set it up, have a bit of fun with it. We're going to make it a bit more complicated, and I might do it later on, but we're going to set up different personalities, and I was going to have a group discussion. But the technology is actually not that far away from actually. It took me literally a minute while I was driving around, while I was a passenger in the car last night, to set up the voices for Chavez and the actually I lie, I didn't. I set up the voices. I set up the group meeting. The voices, I've got recording gear, and I can play Chavez's voice and record it. Obviously, I'm abusing the terms and conditions of the app, but I don't care. It will be a bit of entertainment. So that's basically it. I've gone through. I always like to have one last go at the meeting. I want to gate crash into the most, and it probably would be Lucky's meeting. So I'm just going to have one quick look before I disable the live, and I'll be back in the not too distant future. I'll go in there as Pinicky Nark to see whether she answers, and it doesn't look like she's going to be there. As I said earlier on, we've been investigating one guy at the moment, and I just can't believe the information out there. And he's just like another Ryan Zhu, and there's so much information. Yeah, so we've been investigating him, and ironically, would you believe we've found out that he's got files of information with sect in the, so it's going to be quite exciting if we pull this one off. But there may be another scam that we're doing a video on in the not too distant future, which and it's something to do with happy. So it's a positive, happy experience. So it'll be quite cool. All right, guys. As I said, I'm Danny de Hek, aka the Crypto Ponzi Scheme Avenger. Thanks for the chats in the chat room. I'm here to name and shame anyone running or promoting a Ponzi scheme or a scam. If you've got mum and dad investors who are talking to you and they're looking at investing in a crypto opportunity, and they say to you things like, I know it's high risk, but no risk, no gain, then you can probably just about guarantee they've been brainwashed by listening to people in a Zoom meeting. So go and save them, take them out for a cup of coffee, take them for a walk around the park, and say to them, you don't know anything about crypto. Do not invest and put money using your crypto into any opportunity which allows you to buy a membership who's promising something that's going to happen that hasn't happened yet, and save yourself money and buy them a cup of coffee and tell them to wake up, or slap them around the face and tie them to a tree until they do wake up. But it's time for people to get more vigilant when doing scrutinizing these things. I'm sick and tired of people ringing me up. Stu the other day, $33,600 gone to a lovely lady on the internet who had no one to talk to, and she wanted to befriend him, and she decided that she was going to help him invest, and they opened up a public wallet, and she contributed money and he contributed money, and they were going to invest in a project that cost $60,000, and they were going to get 20% return in 3 days. something like that anyway. So she sold her car and put her money in, and then he went and sold his car and put his money in, and then she borrowed money from friends and family to get the $60,000, and he borrowed money from his mother and put the money in. Then he started selling things around the home to get more money so he could invest it in this crypto opportunity to make 20% within 3 days. I said to him, did this pretty lady have no one else to chat to on the internet, decided to befriend you? Have you spoke to her? And he said, yes, I had spoke to her. Now, I've just shown you how possible it is to speak to somebody. I could have literally used that voice and had a conversation with Stu. It's not that hard to fool people. Don't get overwhelmed with the technology. Don't think you're smarter than the person that's behind the screen. They've got a team of people looking for ways to knock the socks off you. I'm Danny de Hek, and he says he has friends start with his first LLC. He says he has friends start his first LLC. Yes, he does. Yeah, so it's pretty cool. All right, just reading the chat comments. Good on you, Rich. We'll see you in the not too distant future. Bye, guys. Bye, guys.